past few months, several companies like Amazon and Dell have mandated remote workers to return to the office.
And the same is happening right now. We know with a lot of federal workers, too. Of course, most people are not happy about this because it turns out it's affecting their pay.
Yes, they are calling this an invisible pay cut. The Washington Post, they recently wrote about this, and they said that working from home is not available to everyone, and only 38% of workers, they're hybrid or fully working from home. And research shows that most of these jobs are higher paying jobs, white collar occupations. So what this really means is, of course, they have less commuting and transit costs. They can live further away where housing might be cheaper, so perhaps they can afford a nicer, larger home. Perhaps at home they have acquired a workspace, less surveillance from the boss. But economists are saying that working from home just 3 days a week is valued at 8% of your pay for the year. So on average, that's about $5,000. So basically this all comes down to, if you have to return to work, it can be a pay cut because you're losing all of that.
Sure.
And so for me, I was just thinking, well, what about people who are not making a large salary and then they have to return to work? So you're talking about having to possibly get childcare, paying for gas. I mean, it's really going to affect those people.
Yeah.
I think the problem here is that we kind of pulled back that curtain. So people had the luxury then of being able to make it work for them in the best possible way.
Absolutely.
I mean, I on just a few occasions worked from home, COVID a couple of times, whatever the case may have been. And you are able to take a break from what you're doing and load the dishwasher. You are able to stop what you're doing and pull a load of laundry out or whatever you might need to do, or make a cup of coffee at home. I think the problem that we've run into all along with this is that there's no fair and even with it, because you have some people who cannot work from home. You look at the nurses and the doctors and some of these people. And then you have people who are living it up and saving all kinds of money. And it doesn't make it fair, but I also understand why people want the work-life balance.
Absolutely. Yes. There's no continuity, and that has truly been, I think, the problem this entire time. I hated working from home. I was just someone who absolutely hated it. Two of my best friends have never gone back to the office. They now work full-time at home. But it's totally different for everyone, and I feel like that is exactly why there's such bitterment towards people who do get to stay there, because it's like, all right, well, you enjoy getting all your errands done, and then after work you can relax, but I can't. And I unfortunately think that that's just going to be the way that it is, and that everyone has a different take. The gas, specifically, and the wear and tear on your car, especially if you don't live close to your office.
I had 5 of them coming in today. What?
Are we getting a free alignment? Do our benefits cover that?
And plus, especially if you work in a place where there's no free parking, you're paying your parking costs, your gas costs, anything that goes wrong with your car. Plus, if you're not packing your lunch effectively, or if you want a cup of coffee during the day, all of those things add up through the week.
Absolutely. And people are just saying that this is a way that companies are getting people to quietly quit without
we've talked about quiet quitting before, right?
So it's
and
very
that's a much different concept, but still.
I would say. Enjoy working from home. No, truly enjoy it.